So my mom is a great cook. That was kind of wasted on us as kids when we insisted on a diet of frozen fish sticks, chicken nuggets, and peanut butter on taco shells. But as I got older in like high school and freshman year of college, and I expanded my palate to include vegetables and meat that did not come from a microwave, I realized this woman can cook. And so sophomore year of college, I go back down to school in South Carolina, and I move into an apartment with two of my girlfriends I met freshman year. And so we just think, like, it's just so cool. Like, my first time not living at my parents' house or in a dorm, and we have a kitchen. And I decide, you know what? Like, I am going to cook a meal for some of our friends that we haven't seen all summer as a welcome back kickoff to, like, sophomore year. I had never cooked a meal before that did not involve boiling water first and pasta and cheese. Those are the only ingredients I really worked with. I was a freshman in college before that. And so I invite them over, and I was like, what am I going to make? Okay, well, my mom makes one of my favorite things is a London broil. I was like, okay, I'm going to make a London broil. Okay, so I call Mom. I was like, I need to know exactly how you do this. And she told me. And I followed it to a T. Like, I invited people over, like, on Saturday night. Friday, it spent all day marinating in the fridge. And then Saturday morning, it goes in, start cooking all day. And then it cleaned up, and I had salad, I had sides. You have, like, I Googled, like, I had a green thing and something else, too, I'm sure. I had a dessert. Like, I had everything. And I'm just like, all right, like, yeah, I'm totally my mother's child. Even though I look, act, talk, and everything else like my dad, like, I got this from my mom. So people come, and I time everything to end, like, right as people get there, too. So, like, I'm thinking, like, I'm hot stuff right now. So people come over, and I'm like, oh, welcome. Oh, I'm just finishing up a few things. And I invite them over to come look as I reveal this beautifully cooked London broil, the, like, main entree. And I have them gather around, and we go, and I pull it out. And in front of us is an uncooked, raw, now room temperature slab of meat. Not cooked one bit. So we all sit there and we stare for a few seconds, like, and then finally Caroline, sweet Caroline, says to me as gently as she can. I'm in South Carolina, so I'll put on the accent a little bit. As gently as she can to me, she goes, well, Kayleigh, why did you try to cook it in the drawer? And I tell her very matter-of-factly, oh, no, that's a broiler. And someone else chimes in, it's like, no, that's just the drawer where you, like, store the pans. And I'm like, oh, okay, I've got some dummies for friends. I'll educate someone else now. No, yeah, you keep your pans in there when you're not using it as a broiler. Well, eventually I got, there's some education that happens on my part. And I learned some ovens, that's just a drawer. So, but in my defense, I grew up, my mom's oven, the only one I'd ever really dealt with until this point, that was a broiler. And that's where you put the raw London broil in, you take a cooked one out, like, at the end of the day. So, luckily, we had just a few days before, we had met our, like, cute neighbors. Like, who has cute next-door neighbors, like, sophomore year of college? And so one of them had gone to culinary school. So, of course, I'm like, I get to go see the cute neighbors. I have to ask for help, though, in the kitchen. So I walk over there, and it's like, oh, hey, I remember me. Yeah, my friend tried to make a London broil in our oven, and I wasn't paying attention and didn't have a chance to tell her that, like, that's a drawer. So that didn't hold very long. He was very quickly the truth came out very quickly. But he came over, saved the day, so we had a great little entree of something green, probably broccoli, and maybe some celery, who knows, and dessert and everything, and then we had our entree later. He did save the day. And I have maybe tried to cook 2 real meals since. I'm going to be real talk right now. This happened like 11 years ago, 12 years ago. But you would think the most embarrassing part would be that, like, I spent a whole day, like, I had a whole day where I thought I was cooking a London broil in a drawer. But really, honestly, the part that was the hardest to come clean to my friends about was, I told them, like, y'all, About halfway through the cook time, hours in, per my mom's instructions that I followed, I opened it up and I flipped it over. No idea. Thank you.
Kayleigh, everybody.